Okay, good morning. This is the second shir here in Samanavshi, the yeshiva located in Yerushalayim here at Kodesh, and Rehov Zikron Yaakov number 6, which is the building of Chanukah Yeshivas, and we're very close to the central bus station. Anyone wants to join us for our shirin, please, you're welcome. You can walk, bus, or drive, and if you're coming from Kutz Lawrence, you're welcome to join us as well. We're learning about Hilchos Hanukkah right now in Tafresh Ayin Gimel. Let's begin toward the end of the Mechaber, we'll review that, and then you see the Ramah and the Mishna Brewers, maybe a Berura or a Sharsin or two. Okay, let's begin over here. It says here, Noigin lahadlik ner noisif. We'll have it there. It should be at the top of the Amid. Right, very top line of the Mechaber. So, page Kuf Mem Beis Amid Beis. Yeah. Or the Yudalit in the Mishna Berura, exactly. I'm going to be able to read first. Good.
V'nagim lahadlik ner nosaf. And it's customary to light an extra candle. Kedei she'im ishtamesh le'ora, that in case you make use of a light, yeh le'ora nosaf, that it will be from the extra light. Shehu tov shehud lakach, and this is one that you wrote lit last. V'anichenu meracho ketzad mishar ner ketzad. I should put it a little further away from the other mitzvah.
The Ner mitzvah, from the Neros of mitzvah. So you have the Shamish, which is not a Ner mitzvah,
right,
and you have the Neros of the Hanukkah, which are Ner mitzvahs. So the Mechaber says you should have a separate Ner, a little bit distant from the rest of the Ner mitzvahs, and that will be your Shamish. That Kedei she'im yishtamish la'ora, right? That if you come to mishtamish with the or, that will be well, I don't know about that. Well, I'm not sure what the kavan of the Mechaber is. We'll see the Mishna Berura. Let's right now see the Mishna Berura before we get to the Ramah. Yudalit in the Mishna Berura.
No sound. Perush. Milvad aner shemanichim al shulchan. Except for the candle that you leave on the table. The choshishim kevan shemadlik bifnim, because we're choshesh that is lighting inside. Concerned. Lighting inside. Perhaps he's going to make use of the light of Chanukah without his realizing it. But a main law. Because he has a candle on the table, he does not need to add an extra candle. So if you have a torch, according to this, lighting in the room or a
right,
you already have a Shabbos.
Okay, so that we learned.
That's the Mishna Berura.
That we saw early in Tafresh Ayin Aleph.
Right.
Okay, fine. We'll get to that, but I'm not exactly clear what the Mishna Berura is telling us over here. Let's try and come to a conclusion on our own over here. Well, again, it means when noig, the minig was that they would light a ner noisef, an additional ner.
Right.
Now, Perush milvad haner shemanikin al hashulchan. Aside from the ner that they would put on the shulchan. Now, what was that ner they put on the shulchan?
That was a light for the room, I'm assuming.
Meaning not the ner mitzvah.
No,
not the ner mitzvah. So
that was a light that's the light that they used to light the room.
In general, in those times, they had a little ner on the candle. There was a ner there on the table, right? A candle on the table. So in addition to the light that you have in your room, right, in our days, the electricity, you still have to have a special ner nosif, the shamish. As the Mishna Berura continues, the kosheshin came to the madikim bifnim.
This is Chanukah or Shabbos?
Chanukah. Okay.
So what did he say?
What's your question?
Besides, in the old days, they didn't have electricity, so they had lights, candles on the tables, or whatever, kerosene lamps. So he's saying that aside from the kerosene lamp you have the normal lamp you have the table all the time.
Right.
So you still have to have a Shabbos. That's what he's saying.
Right. It's not enough to be
the kerosene lamp. What was you're lighting a Chanukah? No.
You had a table. You had some sort of a lamp on the table.
Right.
Some sort of an oil lamp on the table. That's what you used 365 days a year. That was your light on the
That's
table.
Right.
Okay.
And besides that, you
Comes
had
Hanukkah time, you light a menorah.
Menorah,
You
and
have the
you
lights
still
of the
need
in the menorah, you have the lights for the menorah,
Right.
depending on the day. Plus, on top of that, you still have to have a
Have
shaman.
shaman,
Even
right.
though you do have a light, a lamp on the table that you're
Right.
using for all your needs,
Right.
you still have to have the shamus in the
Right.
menorah.
But
That's what
you may think that the kerosene
lamp.
will
Obviate the need for a
Why?
shamus.
Why?
yeah.
Okay, why? Because that's the Mishnah Berura. Look inside, and you're Dalit in Mishnah Berura. The Chosheshim Kevan Shemadlikim Bifnim. Since we're concerned, since you're lighting on the inside, Ulai Yishtam Shebenero Shel Hanukkah. Maybe you'll come to use the lights of Hanukkah, V'lav Medaiteyu, and not without intention. Now, again, we have the. Well, let's call it the Ner
Are you allowed
Shachor.
to use the shamash?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why you. That's why you have it. So you can use
So
it.
what is it signaling?
Hold on. You're right. One thing at a time. I just want to get the words clear.
Isn't the Shabbos in this time or these days just because of the minhag?
Just for
We-
show, just for show.
Well,
Say,
No.
No. Because you did nothing change. You still can't use the nares of
And
the
then we should say
menorah.
Stameshway.
Yeah,
Yeah, but if you have the electricity
you got
on, I understand.
electricity.
He's right. If you have the electricity on, then you don't.
Even if
Well, according to the
So-
end of the,
so what-
according
so-
to the Mishnah, at the end of the Mishnah, I'm sorry. According to the first part of the Mishnah, Berura, you still need it.
right.
Second part of the Mishnah, you don't need it.
Well, okay.
At the same time.
Look, let's say no one puts candles on the table today in
Right.
our times except on Shabbos.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you have this.
these are
So
candles.
let's say that is instead of the candle on the table.
Right.
So now let's just transfer it. Speed up 150 years or so from the time of the Chafetz Chaim, right? And say Perish Milvad Haner, which is lit in the room,
Right.
the electric nair, excepting in additional to the light which is lit electrically in the room, right? It's not a nair on the table, it's lit electrically in the room,
Right.
right? You still
So
have
we
to
have
have
a
a shamash.
That's right.
Why? Chosheshim caving to madlikim bifnim, since we're lighting on the inside on our table. Ulai yishtamish b'nero shel Hanukkah.
Right.
B'lava darteyu. Maybe you'll come to use the light of the menorah, the ner mitzvahs of the Hanukkah, and it won't be without intention.
Why would be Choshe then? He has a special.
So that's the
Because
second
the way-
part.
because
That's the next part of the Mishnah Berura.
Because your menorah is sitting right here on the table, okay? And you're sitting right here on the table, and you've got a book in front of you, and you're trying to read it.
You have a light above you too.
Okay, those days they didn't have
But
that.
your Neros Hanukkah are right here in front of you, 3 inches from where you're reading.
So you should-
Even though you've got a light up there, okay, it looks like I'm reading from the light
Right,
of the
so
menorah.
that's
Therefore,
right,
I have to have a
that's
Shabbos.
right, yeah.
Therefore, I have to have a
So
Shabbos, so I'm using
Not
the
the second
Shabbos.
part.
We don't require you to move away from the light. That's what we're also saying.
Put it by the window.
That's right.
It's nighttime.
But
It's
let's
nighttime. Doesn't help the
I
window.
will mikra din, take one
Put
another.
the mirror by your window.
I will
Okay,
mikra
but
din.
a maker did, right?
Kevan sheyesh lo ner ala shulchano. In our time, since you have, let's say, electric lights, ein tzorach lahadlik ner nosef. You don't mikra din, according to the law, you don't have to light a ner nosef. Now I just want to go back and remind all of us about what the Mishnah Berura wrote in the Berura Zigazut originally. Let's go back to Tuf Reish Ayin Aleph. It's on Daf Kuf Lamed Tes. Kuf Lamed Tes Amid Aleph. Right? There's a Bir Halacha, Bir Halacha there. We did this, well, I'll just remind everyone, Tzorach Ner Archel Ishtamish La'oro. We're in the middle there, okay? Okay, let's start over here.
Where is this?
In the middle,
Here, it's not somewhere here yet. We don't know where it is exactly.
do the whole thing again. Who would like to, I'm gonna start with do the whole Bir Halacha again.
Dayan Rafli Shtamish Laura. Perish Rashi.
We all have it there? The Bir Halacha. Right there.
Mishum Hakira.
You have to make some type of a
Separation.
distinction
That's right.
between what you're lighting as a mitzvah and what you're, and the second there that you're lighting is distinguishing and it revealing to us that you lit the first light for the sake of a mitzvah.
Utsono Lomar means Shafilo im lo yirtze klal ishtamesha. Even if he doesn't want to altogether use the light of Hanukkah, mikom makom sanich ner achat sheiyah yicholet biyad l'shtamesh. He still needs an extra lamp just to make sure that in case he does want to use it, he will be able to use it.
Now, does that indicate that it's mutter to use the light of the menorah?
No, not to me.
So what
in
is
case it comes to the situation where you are stuck and you have to use it, you're safe, but you can't use it otherwise.
Okay.
Let's say you didn't put it in, and your kid fell on the other side of the room, and you're using those lamps to do it. I guess I'm just doing this.
We'll see a short scene, and then
So that you're having a problem. But if you have the Shabbos, you don't have that problem.
Right. It says mikol mokum. Nevertheless, tzurek ne'achir sheyeh hayicholiyet biyado l'shtamish la'ora. The aura of the extra.
Right.
Okay.
Because the minikar haner harishon hu l'shem hazeh. It's also going to be known that the other candles, the Chanukah candle, is for the mitzvah.
Right, because since I lit one, and if I was just using that as a ner shel choil, right, that would be sufficient. So why am I lighting a second one? I'm lighting a second one to distinguish a hecker that what I did originally was a ner shel mitzvah.
Was that Lishma?
I hope so.
Kevan she'omed ala shulchan, because it's on the table, yomum shosar pedika.
Oh.
The people will say that he lit he wasn't a Chanukah candle, he just lit it because he needed a light.
Right, it's no hecker that he's doing it l'shem mitzvah.
When Ira, it seemed that dafka b'maniach ala shulchan, that only when he puts it on the table. Abakol shemaniach samuch lapetah, but if you're putting it next to the door, ain't sarkin neracheret, you do not need an extra lamp. Apapi she'omed lo sham, even if it stands over there, ho'el ve'einu balishtamish or there is a tashmish. Then he's not going to come to use the light for something that he needs to do.
When you light, people don't light mirrors over there for usages,
Right.
right? So it's obvious that you're lighting by the Pesach Abayas, that must be a ner shel mitzvah.
So that
Good.
that part by the door, it's a ner mitzvah. But you have no hecker. You don't need a hecker.
There you don't need that because no one lights over there,
No,
right? And therefore the only reason you could say that why is it being lit there must be a ner shel mitzvah. If it's on the table where people light lights,
Right.
so it's not nicker that I'm lighting a light for the sake of the mitzvah.
But at a certain stage in life, people put lights near their doors so they can see how to go in and out. So the light near the door could also have a touchpoint that you use.
Oh, so if that would be the case, then they'd have to. If it's a situation where let's say he has a mansion and he lights a candelabra by the doorway, so in which case if he lights it wouldn't be nicker from his. You're right. You have to zil basar svara. You have to follow logically what the halakha would be if that would be the case.
It's much again the Berura that you light the shamash after you're done.
How do you want to be mashma? Let me hear.
Because it says, what's it for? Yeah, Shener Harishon Hu L'Shem Mitzvah. The first one is the mitzvah.
Yeah.
So the Shabbos is lit after
Afterwards.
the Neros.
Good. Right.
Yeah, but except the Shabbos is used to the Shamesh to light the other things.
So we'll see. That's the Ramah. According to the Mechaber, not so. According to the Mechaber, you have a ner nosif. Like on the first night of Hanukkah, you have one ner mitzvah, and your ner nosif, another ner, and you light them both.
Which one do you like first? The Ner Mitzvah?
That's not clear. It's not clear. I don't know if it's clear from the Mechaber. I'm not sure it's clear,
But
but
they always use the Shabbos as the helpful for all that.
we'll see. We'll get to the Ramah. Hold on. Let's finish the Berura.
It also makes sense if
So,
you
easy doing it, and you know,
That's
you're
easy.
using,
if you're using wax,
using
it's the Shabbos
three candles?
If you're using oil, it's hard.
Yes. On the first night
use a
of
candle anyway.
Mordecai's making a good point. On the first night of Hanukkah, right, you have three candles. You have the candle on your table that you always have,
Right.
right? And then you have the Ner Hanukkah, which you made on the first night, 3 brokas on.
Right.
And then you light the Ner Nosir. So you have 3 candles on your table.
Well, if you don't like candles, we only have 2. So because today we don't have that extra candle today.
Right.
We don't have the
okay.
third candle today. That's a light.
The first one, yeah, okay. But let's say a person he's natural.
That's right.
Once he's
You're right.
off the
You're
grid,
right.
he doesn't want to be nene from electricity, right?
the day's oil went over is have a cup of oil for the shamash.
Right.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So you still have to use
Another candle.
another candle to light your candles,
True.
and then you light the shamash.
That's also, yeah. Right. That'll be technically how you go ahead and do the light.
Yes.
Let's finish this.
Achei minhag ha'olam, and therefore the minhag of the world, V'chein minhag rabotei, and also the minhag of our forefathers, that the whole ner Chanukah matlak b'til chabayit, that all places you like Chanukah in the house, tzarech ner ataret, needs an extra candle. Afilu lo yatzach l'tashu, even if he doesn't plan to use it. Shelo yomru l'tzarko dosi, people shouldn't say lit it for himself. V'chein ani noeg l'masa, and I also do the same thing. Kein katav amiri, ayin sham, v'ayin primigadim, shekein mashma gam kein mitshuva trama, mitshuva the Ramah, v'chein sof siman tov shrayish ayin chet, sev katan, bed, b'magen Avraham, and Afilu mi she'ein lo ela ner echad, even if someone has one candle, v'ner acher ladlik l'shamish l'or, and another candle to light the shamis, it doesn't have ein lo. Mikom makom yadlik et haner vivarach, I should anyhow make a bracha and light the candle. Make a bracha. Mimokom l'chatchila b'vad ha'yizar shelo yishtash. In any case, you should make sure that he's not using that.
Don't use that light.
You don't have.
Right? You don't have, you don't have. Right? That's means you don't think that you have to have that, and it's ma'akiv the mitzvah. It's
Right.
not, you don't have the most. If you don't have the shamish, you can still do the mitzvah. Just be careful, don't to use it for your activities. Yes, Ephraim. Yeah.
Could you confirm? It's sounding different to me than on Shabbos. If a goy goes into a dark room and lights a light, then you shouldn't have benefits from that light. But I thought a standard there was whether you could really recognize the difference in light. You know, if there's 5 light bulbs, the goy goes in and lights a 6. Who cares? But if there's 0 and you light 1, then you could benefit.
Yeah,
Here, it doesn't sound like there's a big difference in the amount of light you have to read your book.
No, well, okay, good point. We'll see. Let's go back to where we are. That's on about Kufmem base, on the base there, in our edition. Let's go further. We have a few. We just did your Dalit in the Mishna Berura. Now we'll continue on with Tes Vav and Tes Zayin. Hold on to your question, Ephraim. Okay, we'll try and get to it. Okay.
Ryan Magen Avraham.
Now, what's this referring to? She'im yishtamish la'oro yeh or noisef shehu also adli
So you can use the
achron.
candles. So you can use the candles.
Meaning, it's gonna. Well, what is it? She'im yishtamish la'oro yeh la'or hanoisef. If he's going to use the light, it's going to be the or of the noisef. What
Right.
light is he using?
The shamas.
He's using the light from the shamish, right? So he's going to use the light of in the room where the menorah is burning. He's going to be using the light of the ner noisef.
How can it be on the 8th day, there's 8 candles, and 1 candle nosaf? The mitziut, reality, which light are you using here?
Right, let's make it separate. Has to be for the
Okay,
light.
I can't, it's already on the same Passover.
But there's usually a little higher of this
Actually, but all the light's coming from the 8 candles.
That it's mixed together in fire. That's what
It's
it's
just that it's okay.
That's what it seems like.
Take a look. You see, there's a pair of Shari Tshuva.
Yeah.
Shari Tshuva. It's on the right-hand column.
Yes.
There's about 20 lines. There's a Libra Maskil Hashamesh
Yes.
in Sifkat and Hay. Over there. This is all could, I think, help answer maybe your question, Ephraim, as well. It says over there, Ayin Ber Haiti. That's the inside. That's the inside. Take a look there. Go to the left side of the column. You have also Sifkat and Hay Hashamish. You have it there in the Ber Haiti. Read that out, please. Okay.
Ayin bever hetev. See bever hetev. Ayin ba'alacha ketana.
Okay, but now skip over to the Ber Haiti.
Hey.
It's shorter.
Okay, Hashem.
Directly across.
Va'afilu rabim hamadlikim tzarech haniach etzel kol echad ve'echad shamash afilu yesh ner ala shulchan. Wow. Even if you're lighting a lot, you
Right.
still need on each one of them, or there's each menorah that is being lit, a shamas for each, even if you have one on the table. So
Right.
I'm assuming this is talking about people who a lot of people like in the house.
Right. Not like the
Not like us.
Mechaber,
Right.
right? But like the Ramah, the
Right.
Mahadri, that everyone in the house lights theirs. So everyone has to have their own Shabbos,
Right.
right? And now go back to the Shari Tshuva. Ayin Be'etev, Ayin Behilkas Katanas.
The Lechora la sagi bechad shamash me'achar da'anera Me'irim Azhirim Bechol Habayit. Well, I didn't get that one.
Okay. L'chora, it seems the low side, meaning based on what the Berheti was saying, right? You have it there more time? You're right over here. Shamash, right here. Ayin Berheti, which we did, Ayin Behilkas Ketanas. The l'chora, it seems, lo sagi bechad shamish. From that you see that it apparently is not enough to have one ner of a shamish. Ma'achir shahaneros me'irin umazhirin v'kol abayis v'hashamish batal gavayu. Meaning, what's the reason that the Berheti taught us that you have to have a shamish for each and every ner? Because if you have, let's say, 5 people lighting, you have on the first night of Hanukkah, you have 5 ner mitzvahs, and if you only have one shamish, well, it's completely overcome and batal mavutal in the light of the 5 majority candles, right? V'hayitzur kol kach shemasim kama neros she'ir kamo neros Hanukkah. It'll turn out that you're going to have, right, neros equivalent to the neros Hanukkah, meaning just jumping to a wild conclusion, right? On the 8th day of Hanukkah, you're going to have 8 shameshim. And if you have 8 people lighting, you're going to have 8 people lighting 8 shameshim. Okay? Because how in the world are you ever going to mevato the light of the Ner Hanukkah? Okay? The Ner Mitzvah. So we're not going to go into all the details he's going to go into right now. But first of all, number one, we see clearly we're not annoyed that way. Right? If you look at what people do, that's not the minhag ha'olam. Okay? The question is why not? Right? So we're not going to get. We'll
Save
maybe
on oil.
save up
If we have a strong light, fluorescent light,
Yeah.
that would help things.
Well, it might go out.
Oh my God.
Maybe it'll be a blackout.
Right.
Maybe you'll decide to
Maybe
go.
up the creek.
You want to go out to a Hanukkah party. You'll turn the light out and you leave the menorah blazing brightly in the room, and then your son will come home and all he's got there is the menorah burning, right? How long? Tell me, is it if it is usher to use the light of the menorah? Yeah. How long do you have to be using it to be over the Yisr?
Yeah.
Hetzi Shah? No, that then when it's mutter. Then that's when it's mutter. But what do you have to do? What do you have to do to be over? If it's an Isser, we know if you have to eat something. Hetzi Shah is also in the Torah, right? There's Makokas, Reish Lakish, and Reb Yochanan. You have a piece of chazer, right? Nevela, right? A kazayas to be mechayev malchus with edus and osra. You have to eat a kazayas. The tol kadei achilas pras within 2 minutes minimally, maybe 13
What's
minutes.
the Kazayas at McDonald's?
Kazayas?
At McDonald's, anybody know?
No, ask them. I don't know. You have to see if it's really food. So you need to have a edus and osra and a kazayas. But let's say a kazayas is 28 grams. Nagid. If you have, a person's going to only eat 16 grams, right? That's a chetzi shir. What is a person who has to show him he's sick? He's not so sick, but he's sick. He has to eat on Yom Kippur. It's an issa d'oraisa to eat on Yom Kippur, right? Some people poskim that they have to eat in shirin. They can eat, but they eat in shir. What does it mean? They eat pechos mishir. Eat less than a kazayas, and more than the time that it's mistara. But a chetzi shir is also min a Torah. According to Rabbi Yochanan, Reish Lakish says it's only Yasim the Rabbanim. But in all cases, therefore, it's usher. Whether it's the rice or the Rabbanim, it's the Matlokas, Reish Lakish, and Rabbi Yochanan, fine. Right? It's usher. For us, it's usher. So, because why? What's the point? The point is, if you eat one chetzi shir, you could cut mitzvah within the time and eat another, and then you will be a person Hashalom will be over the Yisur D'Oraisa, right? But when it comes to getting hana from the Ner Hanukkah, what's the shir of hana? What's the time? We saw. You can't. Half an hour. But look, within that, it's only ushered to be then from the Ner Hanukkah within that time of the hadlaka, the half an hour after Ketzois, right?
Learn Torah in the first half hour. That's awesome.
No, we turn back to page the previous page. Turn back to page, the last line, right? The last 2 lines. Excuse me. right? 3 lines. Lefi she'asu l'shtamish b'ner Hanukkah, bein b'Shabbos ben b'kol. If you live doik moist, you want to check and see are these quarters of 5 shekel pieces, right? All in those, or you want to count your money, the oira to the or,
Usher.
it's usher. I feel it's tashmishal kedusha could go in lilmod oira. You want to learn by the light, usher. Yesh mishamat here, but tashmishal kedusha. There's a yesh mishona that says you want to learn. Okay, but we'll see later on in Mishra that's only tashmishal rai. It's only temporary. You can't do it. Can't sit down every night and decide to have a karusa by the near of the Hanukkah according to the second day, right? But what's the shear? A second, a millisecond, a nanosecond.
And the moment you say, oh, I'm going to check something about the candlelight, then you probably already also.
Okay, so
But after that half hour, there's no issue anymore?
there's in general no. There's some that are makbir, but we'll get to that point, Bezoshen. Let's see further. Excuse me, in the Mishnah Berura. That's Vav in the Mishnah Berura. What do you need the ner nosaf? According to the Mechaber, that if you're going to use stamish, the oiro, you're going to use the ner nosaf of the ner Hanukkah.
The nosaf is the same thing as a shemesh?
The extra light.
You need negid. Yeah, okay, fine. We haven't done the Ramah yet. This is the Shittas Mechaber. Yeah, the Mechaber doesn't call it a shamish. One more Mishnah Berura, then we'll still have to stop.
Right, Magen Abraham?
Yeah.
שלכתחילה אין להשתמש אצל כולם יחד. That you're not allowed to make use of it on one shot. כי אם לאור הנוסף, except for the extra light, או לשמש, בלבד שהוא אחד בפני עצמו, by itself. The אור היומר לצרכו הדליק, because instead of light it for himself, כולן, דלפעמים עד עמד כמה נרות רעים לך. Because sometimes a person lights a lot of candles to see what he needs.
Right. Okay, we'll have to do this Mishnah Berura again. We'll stop now. You want to make this Kanye?